Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This is going to be another program review. As usually, I'm reviewing the program that I just finished, and this time we are doing again Brian's Elshru's program. This one is called the Darkhorse, and here is the link to his video, which is also in the description. I recommend you to watch it. But I will start this review by just making a very short summary of this entire video, and then I will talk just a little bit about how I progressed, if I did any PRs, and if I would do this program again. So, very short description of this program. This is a little bit conjugate based program. For those of you who don't know what this actually means, in short is instead of doing competition lifts, you do the variations of the competition lifts. So for example, instead of squat, you would do your front squat, post squat, pin squat, SSB squat, and instead of your bench, you would do your log bench, post bench, close grip bench, and stuff like that. And then for your actually doing competitions lifts, you do them in the dynamic fashion. This means like you do very lightweight and you do it very fast, but more details in the Brian's video, because I don't want to just make a video that just repeats everything that Brian said. So for the strength part of this program, everything is based around 5 rep maxes, 3 rep maxes, and 1 rep maxes. So you do the variations of the lifts and you hit them for this amount of reps. Every day you hit a 5 or 3 or a 1 rep max on a variation. So for example, I have my template here. As you can see, week 1 on the squat, I did 3 rep max on pin squat. Then next week, I did 1 rep max on the post squat. Then next week, I did 5 rep max on the 3 rep max on the front squat, then 5 rep max on the post squat, and so on. And here for bench, you can see, for example, or for overhead press, week 1 I did 1 rep max push press, week 2 I did 3 rep max pin press, and so on. And then for the volume, you always do on 80% of your top set of the lift. For example, if you did 1 rep push press, 100 kilos, then for volume you do 80% of 100 kilos. And you do it for the given amount of reps, which is, if you did 1 rep max here, you do 5 reps on the volume and you do 3 sets of it. And if you did 3 rep maxes here, then you would do 8 reps on the volume, 3 sets. And if you did 5 rep max here, you would do 10 sets on the volume, and again 3 sets. It is always 3 sets of volume. And the first set of these 3 sets of volume, the first set is always as many reps as you can. And then then it's the dynamic portion of the workout, which is in Brian's case, you do 10 sets of 3 reps on very lightweight. For example, you start at 50% and then you move 5% each week. And then finally you have assistance and conditioning. So this is how the typical day of the workout consists: strength portion, volume portion, dynamic portion, assistance portion, and conditioning portion. Conditioning is just 10 minutes of something hard. For example, here I have, let's check the squat conditioning for example. Here I did for 10 minutes as many sets as possible, front squat or zercher squat, 15 seconds, then reverse lunges for 15 seconds, then 15 seconds of this squat, then 15 seconds of just holding the weight on your shoulders, or in the front rack position, or the zercher position, and then you do 1 minute of rest, or 15 seconds of rest, and then just repeat this as many times as you can in 10 minutes. But on Brian's channel, you can find so many examples of the conditionings and of the assistances. So if you are looking for more examples, please check his channel. Okay, now let's finally talk about, oh yeah, just this note here, bands and chains. Uh, Practically, if you will look at any video that is talking about conjugate type of program, they will tell you for your dynamic portion, you should use bands or chains on your lift. For example, bands around the barbell so that when you push it away, it gets harder. I didn't have the access to those, and everyone will say that this is very important that you do. It will for sure give you better results if you do this. So I didn't do that because I didn't have the access to, but of course I am disappointed because I think I really would have better results if I did this as it's planned. So I did this program for 9 weeks, and this is the first time in my life that I did variations on 5, 3 or 1 rep maxes. So this was the main problem for me at the start. I did not know what my actual maxes on the variations are. So I was struggling. For example, the first day I had 3 rep max on pin squat, and I had no idea what my 1 rep max is, let alone what my 3 rep max is. And then as the program went on, only about at the last weeks of the programs, I was finally settling on, for every variation, for every type of lift, so 5 or 3 or 1, what my actual max is. So I think if I run this program again, it would be much better now, because I actually know what numbers to look at and what numbers should I try to beat. So yeah, this is my main observation about this program. It can be very rough when you do it the first time, but it will be better if you do it again, mainly because of this. Like I said, you will know the PRs for each of variation, which is really hard to estimate if you never did that before. Okay, and about my PRs, so to jump, if we just jump to my max out day, where I tried my PRs for the competition squat, competition bench, and competition deadlift, I did not beat my all-time maxes. But please do not be very quick to blame this on the program, because I have to tell you, I don't think it's the program's fault. It is just the fact that my all-time maxes were hit a few months ago when I just finished a Smolo program. And if you heard about Smolo program, and I actually have a lot of videos on my channel, even reviews of it, you will know that this program is a monster. It will increase your squat. And I did Smolo together with the Calgary barbell program, which is also an amazing program. And my maxes after that program were really great for me. I had, I will write it, 190 squat, 135 bench, and 215 deadlift, and this is in kilograms. And after this program, my squat, I suppose my squat is around 180, but in my max out day I actually failed this. I didn't do it, but I will estimate it is around 180 now. My bench was 130, which is I think good, because going from Calgary, which is benching 4 days a week, to Brian, which is benching 1 day a week or 2 days a week, is okay. And if I do Brian's program again, I think this will increase, and then I will catch up to my old bench. And deadlift went from 215 to 210. So it's not too bad, but these are my competition lift. But like I said, this program almost had no competition lift in the actual program. They were only here at dynamic days, because mostly for the strength portion we were doing variations. And for variations I did hit a lot of PRs. My most notable PR is squat, which I did 170 post, which I was very happy with. I think this is great for me, at least for my numbers. Then I did 125 3-second post and also close grip bench, which is also pretty good for me. And for deadlifts I did, which was very notable for me, 3 times 200 kilograms deficit and 3 times 190 kilograms post deadlift. These were some of the great PRs. Then I also, of course, my overhead press PRs are not there, but that's because in the past I used to train Olympic weightlifting, so at that time I had bigger push press and stuff, overhead press like I do now, so I didn't hit much PRs there, but I was looking to hit 90 kilograms on push press, but that didn't. I failed 2 times, but I succeeded at doing 85 kilograms push press. And then also this program incorporated a lot of weighted pull-ups for me. So I think here I did a lot of PRs like never before in my life. I did pull-ups for like 50 kilos for multiple reps, or I even think 55 kilos for 1 rep maybe, or I failed that one. But yeah, a lot of PRs on the stuff that is not the standard competition lifts. So it's a great program. My overall work capacity is really increased from doing this program. Yeah, I forgot to mention, like every Brian's program, this one is done in giant sets. So if you giant sets will destroy your lungs, so I recommend them. But yeah, to answer this question honestly, I would definitely do it again, and I plan to do it again in another 3 months, because right now I will do another Brian's program that is focused more around competition lifts, and then I will do another Brian's program which is again conjugate based. So yes, I will do it again. I recommend it. So here's my summary. Like I said, not everything is amazing, but a lot of things were increased. So overall, I'm happy, especially because I was competing with, with Smolo, and Smolo is. It's not a program that you can really sustain for a lot of time, because you will just get injured if you try to do, for example, Smolo cycle 2 times in a row. So it is expected that after Smolo your maxes will decrease, at least for squat and deadlift, I mean, because the Smolo will just throw these numbers very high. So yeah, this was my review of the program. If you have any questions, please ask me in the Discord. The Discord link is in the description. I am almost always online. And until next review, which will be approximately in 3 months, you can watch a lot of videos on my channel. I have a lot of shit, so just if you enjoy it, watch it, and see you on Discord. And until next video, take care.